emptiness, loneliness. How are you? Have you been suffering until now? Struggling? Perhaps a feeling of emptiness, longing, trying to belong, trying to fit in. How do you experience it?
Getting settled and comfortable now.
You know how it's been for you. Would you consider the possibility of feeling different now? And if so, what would you want instead?
And if they're still open, just closing your eyes now.
Would you prefer to emerge from this hypnotic audio with a feeling of connection, perhaps, or an ease within? Maybe you'd like a sense of unity or to be at peace with yourself. Would you choose a desire to being open to the presence of love, or a deep sense of friendships and more? Maybe you have earphones in, maybe not. However you're listening to this, you've pressed play. And this means it's time to reconnect with you. And I don't need you to go into a deep trance yet. As you are breathing at your own hypnotic pace, you are relaxing even more. And this means going deeper and deeper. As you are going deeper and deeper now, your mind will be following, deeply relaxed, quietening and stilling. And every time a thought passes through, you will softly and kindly be allowing it to go right on passing through and enjoying the silence continuing within as your focus continues to watch the comings and goings of thoughts. And just in case wandering thoughts pass by, curiously noticing where it came from, and did it leave the same way it came? All the while you're silently wandering and noticing the other part of you that knows all that once was, that is, that will come to be, is listening and remembering and reconnecting, doing all the work for a change, so you can continuously continue to wander. Because it's good to wander, is it not? When it came to loneliness, emptiness, whatever the problem was until now, where was your attention then? Was it on your pain or suffering? Was it focused on what you have or what you didn't have? Where you believed you were missing or empty? where your focus was, just noticing and respecting. And this noticing where your focus lay is simply a recognition. There is no right. There is no wrong. It just was. And as you get clearer on where your focus has been, this means you can begin to direct it to where you would like it to go now. Noticing what was and knowing you are not your thoughts. Your thoughts are simply thoughts. They direct your attention, and energy flows where attention goes. So where was your energy flowing until now? Could now be a good time to take this gently guided opportunity to spiral back to who you really are. When was the best time to plant an oak tree? 100 years ago. So when is the next best time? Once upon a time, in a deserted desert, Leopold Scribe wondering about how it is possible to be alone with loneliness. Who was it that thinks about thinking or thought about thoughting? He planted this seed deep in the fallow ground of his field of imagination, where all that is impossible sprouts wings and flies into the possibility of the possible. A convict of his own convictions, he broke out into a steady stream of running logic, where the waters of his reasoning mind pondered upon the great question questioning oneself. Who am I? And now and then his mind deviated further to the very center of the surface of the soul, and came the reply: I am. With suddenness of thought he started, finally awoken from his reverie. Did I dream a reply alone in the desert of my own making? I have my own self for company, which, if I didn't know myself so well, would potentially limit my own potential. Now that I find myself finding myself, where was I before? Was I lost? And who did the losing? Did I leave myself behind? If so, did I make myself alone by separating from the rest of me? How then do I reunite? Or am I, and always have been, united with that first seed I planted at the beginning of time, that fell from the this now, he took a breath and sat a while in silent silence. As he did so, the deserted desert sweetened and grass began to grow around him. Behind him, where the seed had been, a tree now stood, bearing fruit, its leaves providing shade from the blinding darkness. Deeper and further, closer and further beyond yourself now. And connecting with all that lies beyond. You are all that lies beyond. You are everything. You are all that lies beyond. You are everything. Just like a drop in the ocean. When we're thinking we're on our own, we become a single drop, a beautiful, smooth and singular drop, a drop with the potential to join with another, with many, with the whole ocean. Infinite possibilities. As a drop connects, it becomes what it connects with. It loses its form, it loses itself, no shape, no longer, just one, becoming one. That's right. Even if it's been separate for so long, always welcomed. As soon as it connects, it becomes. Because a drop always joins that which it connects with, does it not? Seamlessly becoming more. You are always more. Where are you choosing to flow now? So much. With no separation, no edge, no border, no line, no difference, no edge, no border, no line, no difference, as one. A drop in the presence of the ocean becomes the ocean. Becoming. Sounds of the sea becoming clearer and clearer now. Your ocean as one. Everything and all. Because you are flowing, limitless, boundless. time you brush your teeth, you can begin to notice this awareness now. This deep ocean of knowing. This new awareness from your oldest and wisest truth. The deep oceanic swimming of inner knowing. Your ultimate presence. You are all. Every time you brush your teeth, it's getting clearer for you now. Every time you brush your teeth you want to keep, it's getting stronger for you now. That's right on, getting clearer and clearer, more and more. How are you sensing this? Every time you brush your teeth, you are knowing, becoming again and again. And it's okay to remember to forget sometimes, as we forgot to remember our truth as we enjoy the eclectic experiences of being human and connecting with others in different ways. All ways coming from our trust. We are remembering to remember again, always the ocean. Every moment of presence, clear connection. And up until now, there may have been times before this we remembered to forget very well, but now we know we cannot unknow our ocean within, side, outside, no shape, no form, everything and nothing, always and ever. And as you try and do that old problem in this place, you find you cannot, and the more you try, the harder it is. Every time you brush your teeth, you align with you. You are the only one you've ever needed approval from. You are the only one you've ever needed permission from. The only club you've ever needed to be a member of is your own. All that trying to connect, to feel, to find, and now you know what you thought you didn't know how to remember completely and deeply until now. Because you are. You always have been. Now. You aligning with you. You connecting with you. You uniting with you every time you brush your teeth you want to keep. This is where your magic happens. And when you emerge from this trance you allowed yourself to experience, you may be surprised, or then again not now, at how easy it is for you to feel this. And I'm not saying you'll be brushing your teeth whenever you're feeling you are the ocean. It will be happening every time you're still in presence, peacefully connecting. How will you be noticing? It is the biggest key to your greatest of connections, because it's always happening. It's always present. It's simply our choice of when you are choosing to be conscious of this more than that. And I'm not saying all your relationships will shift and alter as you continue to shift and alter, connecting with your awareness. And you won't be the same you that separated yourself then, now, because you can't unknow this now. And this means the moment you discovered you had remembered what you thought you had forgotten, you had to change. The moment you connected with you, you can't be the same you that did that problem then. Who are you now? And it really doesn't matter what you're consciously experiencing now, as your subconscious mind is always listening and doing everything and more, and will be sharing with you, allowing you to remember to experience this at the right times and spaces and moments for as long as is needed. You are beautiful ocean. And only when you've seared this deep into you, for ease of revivifying, remembering, re-experiencing always and ever, for as long as is needed, you will find your eyes will steadily float open, all by themselves, with your body calm and at peace.